Black Lives Matter. Buck breaking. That's police brutality. Police brutality has been going on ever since the KKK turned in their white sheets for the blue uniform. They're still hanging us, just not with the nooses. Well, in some occasions. But they hanging us with the prison time. Modern day slavery is the mass incarceration of the black race. How can we reproduce if we're in the prison cells? Break up the home and let the children run wild. Force the black women to fend for themselves. It's simple math that all equates up to crime and genocide in the black community. This also gives racist and bigot-ass cops a playing field to practice their evil fantasies out on my people. White America didn't believe us before the camera phones. And now that these crooked racist police are being caught for shit that they are so used to getting away with, finally our plights are making the news. But even still, white America tries to find, or should I say justify, why black men are being murdered and beaten. They ask questions like, why did he run from the police? Or stupid, irrelevant questions like, well, what his criminal record look like? What that got to do with anything? What that got to do with a man being killed? Even if a man just committed a homicide, as long as he puts his hands up and surrender, he shouldn't be murdered. Yeah, right. A black man could be driving his car, see the police get behind him, and get nervous. Even though he has no drugs, no guns on him, no warrants, he's nervous. Why? Hell, why not? Look at all the black men in the penitentiaries doing 20 years and life sentences in prison because drugs were planted on them. Their word against the officers. Good brothers, locked down, torn away from their families for decades at a time. Black America can only take so much. Yeah, Obama was great. He was a great symbol of change. But he couldn't really do what we expected because Congress and so many haters blocked his agenda. If only we could get a real gangster in the White House. A brother that won't be scared to put these racist crackers in check and call a spade a spade. Somebody that will go through the black communities and talk to the people. A personality. Personally. A man that truly cares about the black man. Not taking nothing away from Obama. But just what if we could slide a black man into office that can really put that work in for the people? Well, close your eyes and picture this brother, Thurgood Johnson. A dark-skinned brother that graduated at the top of his class at Harvard. The son of a retired black police chief, and his mother, a well-respected evangelist that travels to Africa in many poor countries, spreading the gospel and feeding the poor. Thurgood Johnson was riding the wave of popularity. Yes, from his best-selling book that Oprah Winfrey had on her show. Urging all of her viewers to read it, he couldn't lose after that. Yeah, after that, and a few years on the Senate, he announced his candidacy to become the president. It wasn't even close. He won by a landslide. Now you thought white people were mad when Obama became president. Well, now they were on the verge of suicide. Black people all over America celebrated like it was 1999. He made a vow to his people on live television, and this outraged white America. It was just too much, but President Johnson didn't give a fuck. Hell, he was in there now. 40 acres and a mule. Reparations. Yeah, he was pushing to get us all of that. And why not? The American Indians got theirs. Every black brother and sister respected Thurgood's gangster except, of course, the Uncle Toms and the Aunt Jemimas. I truly feel like these jigaboos are worse than the white races because the Sambo ass nigga hates his own kind and would sell us down the river in a heartbeat. If it wasn't for our own kind letting that white devil trick him into selling his own people, we wouldn't even be over here in this country. But now that we are, we must survive. And we must fight the powers that be. Starting with these crooked ass cops.
Pull over. Turn off your vehicle.
Ain't this a bitch? What the fuck they pulling this nigga over for, man?
I don't know, but hey, get this shit on camera, cuz.
Man, just chill. You ain't riding dirty. You ain't dirty, right?
No, cuz, shit. I know you on probation, so I left that work at the crib.
Shit. We should be straight then, man. My life's grade A.
Driver, place your hands outside the window. Passenger, place your hands outside the window. Also,
Man, what the fuck going on?
Shit, I don't know, cuz. Just do what he say.
This bullshit, man.
The two white police officers stepped from their patrol car with guns drawn. They already had it in their mind that these two black men in the car fit the description of the two robbery suspects. To them, all blacks looked alike. Officer Tom O'Malley and his partner, Dean Masterson, was dirty as they came. And to top it off, they were loyal member of an extreme white supremacist group that trained for Armageddon and end of the world type of situations. They were responsible for many black men in prison for drugs and guns they never possessed, not to mention countless officer-involved shootings that led to the deaths of numerous black men. They were always cleared of wrongdoing because of their boss and the oldest excuse in the book.
I felt like my life was in danger.
Well, today, they were praying for some action. It had been at least 2 months since these roughnecks roughed up anybody, and they was itching for one of these young guys to provoke an altercation. When Officer O'Malley seen the fear in the driver's face, his dick got hard.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have some fun today.
Look out, motherfucker! Officer Dean Masterson's head exploded and O'Malley got low, only to be gunned down by 3 gangsters wearing all red. They unloaded their AK-47 assault rifles in his already lifeless body and walked away like they didn't just cause 2 men to have a closed casket. The gangster that shot Dean Masterson ran up to the car, scaring the 2 brothers inside to death.
Please, man, don't shoot, please.
The dark-skinned brother raised his gun. Shut up, clown. If I want you dead, you be dead. What you need to do is get the fuck off my block. Just saved y'all dumbasses from getting these crooked-ass cops on your ass. They known for setting niggas up and killing them, so beat it, nigga.
Hey, man, you ain't got to tell me
The
twice.
driver crunk up his car and he sped off, not slowing down until he was miles away from the slaughter that just took place.
This is John Bradley reporting live with breaking news. I'm standing here on Martin Luther King Drive, where 2 upstanding police officers, Tom O'Malley and Dean Masterson, were brutally gunned down and murdered in broad daylight. The police cruisers they were driving is missing, and no witnesses come forward as of yet. The neighborhood that I'm in is notorious for gang violence and drugs. The crime in this area is out of control. And now that the 2 policemen have been killed, I'm pretty sure the mayor will have to step in and do something about this problem. This community is infested with low-life criminals. We'll keep you up to date with more information as they come through. Back to you, Chuck. And cut. My God, I cannot believe these animals would do something like this. What's the world coming to? I'm disgusted. Look at these people. I know they witnessed the crime. They're not even trying to help law enforcement. I don't understand it. Yeah, John, I don't understand that either. I mean, everybody I try to interview is so rude. It's like they're happy about the 2 police officers being killed. Jeez, black people are so ignorant. Hey, but John, what? You're black too. What do you mean black people are so ignorant? I'm not black. I'm not black. I am mixed. I am claiming my white side. Never call me that word again.
A young gangster heard the whole conversation and had enough.
Man, get your Uncle Tom ass from around this neighborhood before you get fucked up.
Excuse me? Are you threatening me, sir?
You motherfucking right, bitch. Now act like I'm playing, bitch. I said get the fuck from around here, chump.
I like to see you make me leave. You see all these police officers over here? You'll go straight to jail.
Hey, yo. Hey, look, hey, check this out.
Another young kid walked up with a red bandana hanging from his back pocket. He blended in with the crowd of people outside.
What'd he do?
The young foot soldier asked.
Knock that nigga teeth out his mouth.
With that said, the young gangster walked off, confident that his orders would be fulfilled. Pop! John Bradley was stole inside of his mouth and he fell to the ground.
Oh, no. Hey, get over here.
The police officer gave chase, but to no avail. The crowd parted like the Red Sea and the youth ran through. The police lost track of him and he got away. Just like that, John Bradley was still on the ground holding his mouth with 2 teeth loose.
Oh, fuck!
Later on that night.
That was good work today. But I'm telling y'all, the fight ain't over. They started this war, but we gonna finish this shit. When they killed King Blood, they left my brother in the street for 5 hours covered up. Now them punk ass cops just sat around that bitch laughing and bullshitting. They think we fucking around, bitch. We ain't no joke.
The whole room full of gangsters lit up with responses. We ain't shit to be fucked with. I'm ready to die for this shit.
Fuck the police. Pussy ass crackers, I'ma kill these
Fuck 'em,
bitches.
man. Now, let's go. The young gangster in charge held his hand up.
Listen. I got some major shit on deck. As y'all know, while we fighting this war, our business is taking a hit. But everybody's family will be taken care of. This neighborhood ain't the only spot we got jumping, but we taking this war to the road. We ain't just around this motherfucker, we taking these chumps out everywhere.
And then the crowd all yelled.
Hell yeah.
You motherfucking right, I'm sick of this
Man,
shit.
these motherfucker killed my brother.
Motherfucker killed my
These
dad.
motherfucker killed my brother.
Listen, and this shit real important, because I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna like this, man. Listen, but it got to be done.
A foot soldier yelled out from the crowd.
Man, we gonna ride with you no matter what, blood.
Okay, that's good then. But check this out. All my life I've been banging this here set, you feel me? And all my life my brother taught me to love this set and kill my enemy. And our biggest enemy right now is the police, you hear me? And I want to introduce you to our new ally that's gonna help us in this war. Now he got a lot of motherfucking resources we need that we don't have. Hey yo, Black, go get them niggas, man. Go get them niggas, man.
The crowd of young killers were anxious to know what was going on, and the suspense was thick. The air was full of weed smoke, and 5 black men that Jack brought into the room appeared. Black Jack hated to do this, but he had to. He was under orders. Everybody started reaching for their guns instinctively. Murder was the only things these young gangsters was thinking about. The men in front of them were considered untouchable and a prize trophy for any gangbanger. But what Foster Brown, the new King Blood, said, everybody had to roll with, even though they had murder in their eyes.
White power!
At an undisclosed location deep down south, over 200 men just finished with their grueling combat training.
Hit the showers and prepare for the final meal of the day.
Each man at this point in their life were ready to die for their country and had battle-tested countless of times. These men were a mixture of ex-Green Berets, Navy SEALs, and police officers, all living together for months at a time with their wives and children, training for racial Armageddon. All over the United States, similar training is going on under the radar. These are the same people that patrol our streets at night when the police cars ring their sirens. These are some of the men that hold high rankings in our government, or down to the mechanics, even the preachers. The leader of this extreme group was a madman named David Lockhart, an ex-Navy SEAL that was dishonorably discharged from numerous fights with his fellow soldiers, and in turn he went AWOL. I guess you know what race of people he was fighting, right? Of course you know. The black man. David was a large white man with just tremendous strength, and he took pride in his appearance. On the verge of being vain, not one strand of blonde hair could be out of place as he fixed his hair in the mirror. Hand-to-hand combat was his specialty, and his temper was short as can be. He would pick fights with all the brothers, confident that he could beat any man, especially a black man. That's until he met his match, a young killer named Jason Stevenson. Jason beat David so bad that his face took forever to heal. And because everyone witnessed the fight, and the fact that he started it, he was demoted. This enraged him so much that he punched his superior officer and fled the headquarters, never to return. Not a day goes by that David doesn't think about the loss to Jason. He vowed one day to avenge his defeat, the Avengers. All the men were in the chow hall, when David walked in, announced him the town hall meeting.
Well, brothers, the time has come to put our training to use.
Goddamn time!
Yeah!
Yeehaw!
Everybody else yelled loud. David let his men hoop and holler for a few minutes, then he calmed them back down.
That's right, brothers. It's about damn time. It's time to rid this beautiful country of this infestation called the niggers. I was born for this. My daddy raised me for this. Ever since that Yankee trader piece of shit freed them goddamn slaves, these niggas have been getting bolder and bolder. And in order to keep our children and our families safe from the wild monkeys, we must eliminate them.
Yeah! That's right, brother!
Yes, that's right. And brothers, this is my patriotic duty to this great country. I am proud to be an American. Pure white blood flowing through my veins. Who wants a pure America? We do! We want a pure America!
The crowd screamed in unison.
That's right. Now look at our poor white confused women having mixed nigger babies. This disgusts me. They don't deserve that beautiful white skin on their body. We must remove these traitors also. And look at our confused white young men listening to that rap music and adapting to that nigger culture and style. We must eliminate these traitors as well. Also, but the most of all, we must remove these niggers that have gotten too big for they britches. Especially these celebrities. Look at all these so-called niggers and our so-called president riling up these monkey followers. That's another day he had a conference, with a bunch of rich niggas and politicians trying to mandate that all black people research their roots. What kind of shit is that? These niggas have never had the audacity to request reparations and land for these monkeys. And God forbid if any of this nonsense goes through, our great country is in trouble. It's in trouble. And it's up to us to save it. We are the Avengers. I have a list of names, all monkeys, that need to be eliminated and kidnapped. This list starts with the so-called president. Just thinking about killing this son of a bitch makes my dick hard. Amen, brother. That was a local preacher. He was in the center of the crowd. That's right. Amen. Now, the next on our list are these black activists and their protests against our hard-working police officers, putting the target on men and women that go out and protect the great country. We already have soldiers out there taking care of these wiggers. That's these white boys that think they niggers as we speak. So they don't even think they don't be on the list. Huh? So now you know you are informed. I hope you're all ready. Are you ready? Are you ready, brothers?
Yeah, we're ready!
Who wants a pure America? We do! We want a pure America! White power! White power!
The crowd was rowdy. Some were bumping their fists, some were bumping into each other's chests. All these men were ready to wage war on the black race. David Lockhart stood there, watching his men, but with a distant look in his eyes. He had a list of names all right, but there was one name he had added himself. And when he got the time, he was gonna enjoy killing this man. And he planned on doing it with his bare hands. Jason! Jason had let some of the steam off from the confrontation with Shelly, so he found his Uncle Roger and the two of them went out back to the gym, loaded with weights, punching bags, and a professional boxing ring. Strapped with headgear and boxing gloves, the men sparred. Jason was so heated, he didn't even realize that he was pummeling his uncle in the corner until Roger fell down and rolled out of the ring.
God damn, nephew. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Roger was holding his ribs.
Hey, I'm sorry, Unc. I ain't realize I was... I'm stressing, man.
Fuck, man, I think you cracked one of my ribs.
Man, I'm sorry, man, goddamn.
Jason jumped down from the ring to check on Uncle Raj.
Damn, boy, you hit harder than a motherfucking bull, boy. Ain't no doubt in my mind you could have been champ, boy. I'm telling you, could have been undisputed. I'm talking about undefeated. Man, I ain't never had a undefeated heavyweight in the division, boy, that retired.
Roger looked at Jason and could tell he was in another world. He probably didn't hear a word Roger said.
Jason!
This snapped him back to reality.
Boy, tell me what's on your mind. I know it's something that got you heated. What is it, nephew?
And Uncle Raj, I'm just thinking about my mama, man. I just wish I could have met her.
Come here, nephew.
Roger hugged Jason but winced at the pain in his rib.
Boy, your mama was a true soldier before she died. A real African. I ain't gonna lie, I wish I had met her before Gerald, boy, cause I swear, boy, I feel your daddy.
They both shared a laugh that seemed to loosen Jason's tension a little.
Yeah, nephew, your mama was fine. Oh, man, she was a dark black sister. Ain't take no shit from nobody. But yeah, she'll give her last dime to the needy. Fucked everybody up when she died giving birth to you, boy. She would have been so proud of you, man. But hey, man, you grew up just fine, and old Shelly stepped up and did a good job. So she changed your diaper, taught you all your timetables, cooked for you. Hell, might as well be your mama. She was real protective of you. Didn't even want nobody else to bathe you.
Jason punched the heavy bag so hard and with so much force that it came off the chain.
She ain't my goddamn mama, nigga.
Roger had to step back as Jason marched out the gym.
Damn, nephew. The hell got that nigga? This young nigga crazy.
He said to himself as he looked at the heavy bag on the floor.
Yeah, boy, you would have been the coldest nigga in the ring. Damn, broke my motherfucker.
Sheena was heated. Secretly, she loved Jason. Not like a brother, but as a lover. She always knew she wasn't blood related. Ever since she could remember, she had a crush on him. That crush grew into love that nobody knew about, only her. Just like her mother, she was mentally unstable. Sheena's sick mind kept the fantasy alive. And because of that, she was still a virgin, only waiting for Jason. She'd hid her feelings because she knew it couldn't be. But that still didn't stop her anger and envy for Brenda. She couldn't even hate. Brenda was built like a sister, 5'7", about 135 pounds, and in tip-top shape. Sheena was watching her from the bedroom window. Brenda was in the backyard doing burpees and jump squats non-stop. Sweat poured from her body, but she kept going. Finally, after 30 minutes, she stopped to get some Gatorade. Sheena thought she was finished until she started going again.
Damn, that bitch is a machine.
Just then, Sheena heard Jason go into his room, which was next to hers. She hurried into her closet and moved her dirty clothes basket to the side. There was a secret peephole that had been there since she was 10 years old. Jason took off his clothes and got completely naked. He was preparing for a shower. In the process, he stopped and checked himself in the mirror, flexing his muscles and posing like a bodybuilder. He would always do this after a good workout, not being vain, just checking out areas he needed to work on. Sheena couldn't control her lust as she reached under her skirt and touched her wetness. Sheena bit down on her lip and twirled her pearl between her fingers, unleashing a waterfall. She didn't even stop when Brenda came in the room.
Oh, God.
Sheena whispered. Brenda was kissing all over her husband's sweaty body. As this turned her on even more, she imagined it was her in there with Jason. Sheena came even harder when Jason bent Brenda over and started long stroking his wife. They had sex not knowing they were being watched. Sheena had tears in her eyes as she orgasmed multiple times, fantasizing that one day she would belong to Jason. Time went by and she had blacked out and was in a zone. This frightened her so bad that her heart palpitated. She bumped her head against the wall and pulled her little skirt down.
Yes, ma'am.
She tried to recover.
Girl, where you at?
Sheena had to come out the closet.
Girl, why you in the closet with your door closed?
Sheena couldn't answer because she was stuck.
Girl, you depressed? I know you ain't mad about that white girl. You locking yourself in the closet?
A look of relief washed over Sheena's face. Her mother had given her a out.
I know, Mama. I'll be all right, though.
You sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, get yourself together. Your daddy is leaving and won't be back until next month. Jason and Granddaddy going with him, too.
Why? Where they going?
Well, you know President Johnson, he holding a Million Man March. And it's a convention in D.C. And he personally invited your father, so they leaving out tonight.
Sheena wanted so badly to go with Jason, but kept her thoughts to herself. Later on, in the other room, Jason was leaving his wife instructions.
Hey, baby, I'm gonna miss you and little Robert.
Yeah, we gonna miss you, too. I would press the issue to go, but I know it's a black thing.
No, it ain't that. It's just I don't want a million dudes lusting over my wife.
Jason was joking, but lightweight serious.
I am fine, ain't I?
Yes, indeed you are.
Jason gripped her ass and kissed her. Little Robert was still asleep on the bed. He had been with Granddaddy all day long, having a ball. Granddaddy spoiled him, gave him everything that he wanted, even bought him some jewelry. But that's when Jason got serious.
Brenda, listen to me. It's important that you do exactly as I ask you to do. While I'm gone, please, and I mean it, don't leave our son alone with Shelly.
Baby, why is that? You gonna have to talk to me, Jason.
Jason hesitated, but felt no need to lie to his wife. Yet and still he didn't have time to explain everything. Plus he needed to be there so he can control Brenda from killing Shelly.
Listen, I just got my reasons. I'll explain when I get back. Just do like I asked you, okay?
Jason, you know I hate that. Don't leave me hanging. I need to know what's going on, especially if I can't leave my son around this woman.
And you're right, baby. But just trust me, I'll tell you when I get back.
Ooh, I hate when you do that.
I know. But you still love me, right?
Now you know I love your dirty drawers. I love your doggy style too.
Ha, very funny, but I'm serious, baby.
Whatever. Bye, baby. I love
I
you.
love you too.
Jason kissed his wife. Then he kissed his sleeping son on his head. Brenda watched her husband leave the room, but with curiosity killing her mental. What did this woman do to Jason to make him not trust her around the child? This seed grew inside of her mind and caused her to be on point about everything Shelly did or Shelly said. She was determined to get to the bottom of this. Even if it meant going against her husband's wishes, she decided to set a trap.
Of course you can take little Robert for the day. I can use a break. Yeah, that's what I'll say.
No! Tune in next week. Super Nigga.
I think you got that. I think you got that ace. I think you got that. I think you got that ace. I think you got that. What? You fuck that bitch, you nigga sick. You fuck that bitch. You fuck that bitch, you fuck that bitch, you nigga sick. You fuck that bitch, you fuck that bitch, you nigga sick. You nigga sick, you fuck that bitch, you fuck that bitch. You fuck that bitch, you fuck that bitch, you nigga sick. She sucked your dick, she laid you in her bed, right on top of Gucci spread. Then she made your toes